Hello everyone. I'm very excited to share the findings of our recent study titled User-Generated Content to Increase Green Skincare Purchase Intention, an Extended Information Acceptance Model. This research conducted by Theodorus Bilisakti Eranto and Yuli Eni from Binus Business School. It explores how digital word of mouth influence eco-friendly purchasing decisions through the lens of an extended information acceptance model. So to understand why this research matters, we first need to look at the landscape. The Indonesian green beauty market is experiencing massive momentum. By 2025, revenues in the sector hit roughly 35.6 trillion rupiah. What's driving this? A massive shift in consumer consciousness. About 60% of consumers now specifically look for products made from natural ingredients. This isn't just a passing trend, it's a fundamental shift toward organic and sustainable consumption, driven largely by Gen Z buyers who are deeply caring about environmental impact of their skincare routines. But how are these customers decided on what to buy? The landscape has changed. We've moved away from reading long textual reviews on blogs to consuming visual EWAM, electronic word of mouth on platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Visual content drive emotion and immediate purchase intent. However, this boom has created a credibility gap. With the rapid growth of skincare brands, we are seeing a major issue with overclaiming, where brands or sponsored influencers exaggerate a product's benefit. Because of this skepticism, the authenticity of genuine user-generated content, UGC, has become the most critical factor in winning consumer trust. To investigate how consumers process this UGC, we've surveyed 192 valid Indonesian green skincare consumers. Our criteria were specific. Respondents had to be users of organic skincare who actively use social media UGC to inform their buying decisions. Demographically, our sample reflects the market. 61% female, mostly aged between 18 to 25, and primarily based in the Jakarta area. To analyze the relationships between our variables, we utilize partial least square structural equation modeling, or PLS-SEM. Our theoretical framework is built upon the Information Acceptance Model, or IACM. However, we extend this model to specifically address the digital visual landscape of the skincare marketing. We integrated source credibility theory to better understand not just if consumers accept the information, but why they believe in it in the first place and how that leads to green purchase behavior. Three major pillars. First, the reviews. Consumers are smart. If a review only lists positive ad, including both, second, brand identification. When a this sense of unity or shared values with a brand, they are more likely to believe peer recommendations about it. Third, reviewer similarity. We trust people who look and live like us. If the reviewer's lifestyle and skin struggles align with the viewers, credibility skyrockets. So, looking at the data, our model successfully explains 41% of the variance in how consumers judge the credibility of UGC. What is the standout finding? Two-sided reviews are the heavy lifters. They have the strongest effect in models. So, is established for step cognitive journey. First, it starts with credibility. They decide whether the source is accurate or not. Next is usefulness. They determine the review helps them solve their specific skincare problem. And this creates a positive attitude towards the information. And finally, there is adoption, where they internalize with this new knowledge and associate it with the brand. So how does this journey translate to sales? This chart breaks down the drivers of green purchase intention. And we notice that information credibility is by far the strongest driver of purchase intent. And in total, our extended model explains 41.3% of the variance in the purchase intention. So if we don't believe the content, they won't buy the product, and no matter how useful the information is, claims to be. Academically, this research offers several key contributions. We successfully extended the IACM into a specific niche of green purchase behavior. We proved that homophily and brand identification are critical catalysts in the modern visual e-com space. We validated that two-sided reviews are vastly superior in fast-paced social environments, and we mapped the cognitive shift from passively viewing content to actively using it to make a purchase. So, for business and marketers, the practical takeaways are highly actionable. Brand needs to rethink influencer scripts. Instead of demanding perfect praise, encourage creators to share authentic two-sided experience. Be transparent to avoid the overclaim trap. For SMEs, this proves that you don't need $1 million ad budget. Authentic UGC is a highly cost-effective tool to build a community. Focus on your visual content on education and reduce the cognitive effort for your buyer and let your community's honest voices to do the selling. Thank you all for your time and attention today. I hope this provides a clearer picture of how authenticity drives the green skincare market. I would now like to open the floor to any questions you might have. You can also reach out to the research team via the emails provided on the screen. Thank you.